Moreover, if you distribute the exe file of this program to somebody, he would not even be able to make changes in program. Hence, it is a good practice to create a program that is general enough to work for any set of values. That means if we are distributing a file of this program, so he will not be able to recompile it. So it is a good practice, that is, it is a good sign to create a program that is general enough to work with any set of values. So that program should work with any set of values. To make the program general, the program itself should ask the user to supply the values of P, N, and R through the keyboard during execution. This can be done using a function called scanf. So the program itself should ask user for supplying of values of P, N, and R. That means that those values which are required. So through keyboard means user will type on keyboard. During execution, this can be done using a function called scanf. So this is done using a function called scanf. So scanf function is used for taking those values. This function is called a counterpart of printf. That means it is opposite of printf. So counterpart. That means it is opposite of printf. So function printf outputs the values to screen, whereas scanf receives them from keyboard. So printf function prints value to screen, and scanf is used for receiving those values from the keyboard. And this is illustrated in the program shown below. So there is a program which is illustrating this. Main intpn. So main is function. Now in this function intpn, that means p and n are integers. Now float r comma si. So r and si are float. That means they have a decimal point. Now printf enter values of p, n, and r. So we are here entering values of p, n, and r. Scanf %d %f and p comma and n comma and r. So here %d and %d are for integer values and %f is for float values. Now si is equal to p star n star r divided by 100. That means this is formula for simple interest, p n r by 100. Now printf %f comma si. That means the answer will be in float, that is %f comma si. The first printf outputs the message enter values of p comma n comma r on screen. Here we have not used any expression in printf, which means that using expression in printf is optional. That means first printf outputs message enter values of p comma n comma r. That means first it is asking for entering values on screen. Here we are not used any expression in printf, which means that using expression is optional. So printf is for only explaining that you have to enter those values of p, n, and r. And here we have not used any expression in printf, which means that using expression in printf is optional. That means here we are not using any equation or any mathematical calculation in printf. So that means using such mathematical expression in printf is optional.